Give it up for the host, guys. He works hard. Yeah, so like I said, this is, I want to say this is the last one I've committed to memory. I haven't been writing a lot of poetry because it's National Novel Writers Month, so I've been writing a novel for the month. So I've been putting my poems on the shelf for the moment. And I also created a prefix. I'm very proud of that. Talk to me later. I'll only ramble if I talk about it here. Some of you guys invent words. I invented a prefix. We'll talk later. This poem begins with a quote. Gutenberg's generation thirsted for a new book every 6 months. Your generation gets a new web page every 6 seconds. And how do you use this technology to beat King Koopa and save the princess? Shame on you. You deserve what you get. Mr. Feeney, from an episode of Boy Meets World. The same week, a lunatic threatened to burn the Quran 2 hours driving distance from my hometown, books befell another tragedy when it was announced due to competition from the internet that the Oxford English Dictionary would never be published again and henceforth be available solely online. Of course, this couldn't happen to the Twilight Saga. Of course, this could only happen to the book from which all other books come from. An iPad is the literary equivalent of a vibrator. Oh, sure, it gets the job done, but there's a certain intimacy lost in the process. You can't cuddle up to a Kindle, can't smell its pages, you can't run a flirtatious finger down its spine. I shudder to think of the day when the Encyclopedia Britannica is replaced by a wiki file. When the letter U is playable as a word in Scrabble, when bookworms are an endangered species and reading rainbows give way to ominous clouds. In 213 BC, the Emperor of China incinerated all the scrolls in the kingdom, buried scholars alive so that history would begin with him. Decades from now, if terrorists want to erase our past, all it will take is a blackout. People wonder why I'm a grammar Nazi, why I collect strange facts. I can tell you that there's 336 dimples on a regulation golf ball, that a group of frogs is called an army, and that bookkeeper is the only noun with 3 letters repeating in a row. It's because I know literacy is a fucking privilege. Remember, every time you see a billboard or a witty t-shirt or update your Twitter account, you read more in a day than medieval aristocrats read in a year. More in a year than they read in a lifetime. America went to war because slaves couldn't write Uncle Tom's Cabin for themselves. Trees died so that you can have law questioned as to how he became so articulate. Malcolm X revealed he never went to college. Instead, while in prison, he kept a pen and notebook and copied the dictionary word for word, a page a day until his release. Now, we put up paywalls between information and tomorrow's free thinkers. There is a reason we have the phrase economy of words. It's because we're supposed to wear our vocabulary as precious jewels. Otherwise, our history as a species lies in ash. All books are holy. Even Mein Kampf. Even the Twilight Saga. No need to worry about Fahrenheit 451. We'll be torching libraries, one delete button at a time. Thank you, guys.